Hello everyone and welcome to the Distinct Mastering YouTube channel. My name is Freddie. Today we're going to get into a very cool trick that I like to use in my productions, and it's the Ableton resampling feature. If you're not up on this, you need to be, so let's get into this video. Okay, just before we jump in, I'm going to have a bonus content video for members only that's going to dive into some of my sessions and get more in depth on how I actually like to use the resampling features. In this video, we're going to go over some of the basics, what it is, and how you can use it in your music productions. If you like the music that's playing in the background, it's a new one of mine on NOS Recordings, which is our label, and it's my alias Freshcobar, Heather. Links to that are down below. I would appreciate your support. Okay, here we are. I just made this beat literally in 5 minutes with some splice samples, a basic drum loop, percussion loop, and we're going to use these little elements and the resampling feature. It's a very cool feature. I love it. If you need to add some ambience to your tracks, it's a very unique feature. You can use it for lots of things, but the way that I like to use it is really to fill space. And I like to use it as a sound design technique because what it allows you to do is create sounds out of sounds that are already in your session, which makes things sound really natural. So just to give you an example of what we're working with, here's the quick little loop I made for this. Okay, so that's what we're working with today. Very simple, nothing special. We're gonna make some cool sound design tricks with this thing. Now the resampling track is always in my template, and to get this, you just make a new audio track and then just change the external in to resampling. Now whenever you hit record enable, it's gonna be monitoring the main output of your Ableton session. So if you're running anything on your main output that can alter your sonics, for example, if you use SonarWorks, any room correction software, and you actually have the plugin running, you need to make sure you bypass that before you actually record anything on the resampling track. So when you hit record enable, it's basically always listening to your main output. Now to add on to that, that means that if you solo something or mute individual tracks, it's just going to be playing whatever's there, including the return tracks. It's going to be monitoring, and if you actually hit record, you can record that. You can play with knobs, whatever. So let's get into some examples here. Okay, the very most basic case use of something like this would be, I'm just gonna show you. Let's say I alter this drum loop and I wanna resample it. Let's just put this EQ like this. And I'm gonna solo this drum loop. And if I hit record enable here, you see it's coming in. It's already set to off, so I have the monitoring off. I don't wanna listen to the resampling track. So if I just hit record, it's going to record that drum loop. And I'm free to then move that to another audio track or do what I want. Let's say I want to alter this, and this is like the most basic use case of a resampling track. Now, you could also freeze and flatten. You know, I know some of you are going to say you can do that. Yes, you can. But I'm showing you how it works. So now I have this little piece, and maybe I want to put this up here, you know. So that's the most basic use case of a resampling track. Let's put something unique on this. What if we put, you know, big reverb? So I could resample that. I could record this last clap and you know, now I've just made a quick little clap verb. So I could use that in my track if I want to. Let's just throw that up there and we can call this clap verb. You know, so that's another basic use case of resampling. Now let's get a little more in depth. The possibilities are really endless. I duplicated this percussion loop and I put a beat repeat on it. Now I'm going to be getting into the Ableton effects. I'm going to do a video on every effect, so stay tuned for that one. I'm going to be talking about the beat repeat very soon. Now, what I basically did, like I said, is I just duplicated this percussion loop and I have this beat repeat running. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on resampling, and I'm just going to loop this section, and we're going to hit record and start playing around. And I'm just randomly touching buttons, you know, and the idea is to show you that it's recording everything I'm doing as audio. See, like, that's a cool little fill right there, you know, so I could take that and then utilize this, and it's really natural because I basically made it with sounds that are in my session. Turn this reverb off. Kind of cool, actually, right there. Let's go ahead and add that. So yeah, you see right there, I just created a fill out of the percussion loop that we had. So now this is where your imagination needs to run a little wild, because you could use reverb, delays, grain delays, resonators, you know, whatever. You could even heavily saturate something and then put a reverb on it and then record that. And now you have just new sounds to play with. You could throw on the crazy grain delay. Let's do that. Let's try to throw on, let's take these keys. Let's loop this section, and we're going to keep our resampling on. And what I'm going to do, just so I don't change it, I'm just going to duplicate it. I'm going to put keys, grain delay. And let's grab the grain delay. This is a unique delay. Now let's record. Actually, sorry, I got to solo this. Let's record that. I don't want everything on. So here it sounds natural. And look, I've got all this, you know. Now if I just pull this all out, there it is. And maybe some of that's not usable, but maybe some of it is. Let's bring this up here. Solo this. This one's cool. That is not part of the original. Let's delete this one. Sounds a little different. You know, that's kind of the concept. It went down in pitch. So, you know, maybe I use this over here. You get the idea. So that's the Ableton resampling. It's a unique trick. I'm going to get into how I personally like to use this and get into more detail in the members only section of my channel. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. I'm going to dive into some of my tracks, show you how the resampling technique was used. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Hitting that like button and the bell notification will keep you up to date on new videos. And if you like the music that's playing in the background, once again, it's a new one on our label, NOS Recordings. Links to that are all down below. I appreciate your support. And until the next video, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.